Right, so just a quick one on a squirrel trap idea, or I suppose you could use it for rats or something like that, or whatever else, you know, weasels, stoats. I was going to say, sorry I haven't been on for a little while recently. It's because I think I was kind of suffering from what they call burnout or whatever, or kind of like writer's block, I suppose, but I just couldn't think of anything to do. It was really weird. I had all these ideas written down. I just looked at them and thought, nah, I don't want to do none of them. And then all of a sudden today I thought of an idea, so I thought I'd do it. Really, really weird, you know. You're just kind of either not in the mood or just can't seem to be able to do it. Then I thought of this. So I'd seen a picture of a box trap, which is nearly identical to this except for the springs. But with the box trap it's longer. So what I did with this box trap idea was shortened it all down. So the front of the door, or what would have been the door on the box trap, is now like a striking bar. I'll pull this down and show you. So you see like that? And I've kind of put it to a point. So basically it's up like this. You got a trigger sticking out. When the animal, squirrel, whatever, tries to grab the bait, it goes off. Now at the minute, like I said, this is just an idea because I think it still needs a fair few kind of bits here and there tweaked and changed. Because one thing is when it's set, it's quite hard to make it go off. And this is the trigger stick, and it's just a straight stick with a flat piece carved out. And this is the bait end, or the trigger end. Now I reckon you could also set this up with a treadle plate, which may be better. But it, like I said, it needs a bit of tweaking. I need to maybe change some bits, just to do some adjusting. But oh, and it takes a bit of a method to set, and this is the best method. Pull it down at the back, kind of hold it, because you can't just pull it like this, otherwise it flips in the air. You got to kind of pull it down. I don't know if I can remember how to do it. Stick that in there, pull this down, hold it in place, and get your trigger stick set. Right, now that's set now. So as you can see, it's kind of notched at the front, notched at the back, and it's being held there and there like that. You see it now. And then inside there's the bait, the trigger stick. I reckon you could do this with a treadle plate, definitely. Just have a treadle plate that goes over to it, so when the animal stands on it. Now like I said, it takes a fair bit of pressure to set off, and that's the only downfall with it. So I think it needs tweaking. Now I think the best way that I could do it is maybe shorten this bar and shorten this so there's not so much sticking out. That's one idea, but then it's going to make the springs under more tension. You can't really make this any longer, because making this longer would probably make it go off easier, but with this longer the animal's going to be further out, and you want it to be further in, so this gets him around the back of the neck or on his back. But basically the animal would start chewing around on this, and you would want to put something on here which is probably tight on, chewy or hard or something. It's got a pull, you know, string around it and everything, and it would basically set that off, and then it would get them across the neck, and it's got a fair bit of power to it. But like I said, an idea at the minute needs a bit of adjusting. Relatively safe to set. You don't really need to get your fingers near anything, but that is quite hard to go off. It's got some good power to it. So like I said, box trap idea. So what I'd done originally was, I had to build this bottom piece and the back piece I'd screwed and glued together. Then I put the two sides on, put the hinge on the back, and then drilled the hole. Cut the piece of wood for the top, and then I just stood a piece of wood in there, marked it where that would go, cut this one and then cut this to a point, screwed and glued it on. Next part was putting this bit on, and then you've kind of got to put this bit on. It was longer, and then I just put a long stick in here, kind of pulled them down to the right places, marked them and cut them. And then the final part was, oh, you know, I did all this, and the final part was just putting these springs on, really. But I reckon in there, like I said, you could get a treadle plate in there going up to the bait the bait trigger stick. But I reckon if you could adjust that, make that better, make it go off easier, that's the key, make it go off easier. If you can make it go off easier, then you definitely got yourself a squirrel or a rat trap easily, or, you know, stoat or a weasel. You can make it even bigger and get things like rabbits and things like that. Right, anyway, hopefully this block I've got, or this burnout, whatever you call it, doesn't continue, and I can think of some ideas and be a bit more into it. But like I said, it's really weird. I've got a list like this, you know, of ideas, and every time I look at them I just think, no, I can't do that one, no, I can't do that one. It's really weird. And then, like I said, I was thought of this from looking at a box trap. Right, anyway, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.